Hello again and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will make this small ghost. So this one I cast on 14 loops and I go 12 rows. And this one I will cast on 12 and I will go 10 rows. And this guy, this small one, I will do 10 beginning loops and I will go 8 rows on that one. They are just so cute and so easy, so fast and adorable. So let's make this little guy today. Hello, let's make a ghost today. So this one is the larger one. I did 14 loops on that one and 12 rows total. And then the smaller one there, the medium, I did 12 loops and 10 rows. But today we will make a small one with 10 loops and 8 rows. So it's like you're making a pumpkin. So I will maybe go a little fast through some of the stuff. You will need a little bit of polyfill or some yarn scraps, whatever you have. Some black for the eyes and mouth, scissors, and not even one skein of white. So let's get started. Yes, the roller I use when I put the eyes on because they could be a little messy when you cut all that. But so give yourself a little bit so you can close it off. And then you will just create 10 loops. And you don't want to make them too big. You don't want any polyfill or scraps to look through, especially when it's white. So make them a little bit small. And when you do the ghost, the little skirt part of this, that's the cute part of it. You can literally make it different colors to dress it up a little bit. Turn it over and then you grab underneath that last loop and you create a circle. This is exactly like we do the pumpkins as well. So now you just grab all the loops around there and you will go 8 rows total. Make sure you have 10 loops, otherwise it might get a little bit too small. These guys are so easy and fast to make, and they're so fun, and you can bring them as a hostess gift or anything you want to do. So now you just go up 8 rows. So I will go a little bit faster on that one, and make sure that you also keep your loops pretty small. And also close together, of course. You can even make them in sets with pumpkins, and you can do the same color eyeballs as your pumpkin. If you do neutral colors or whatever, you can make sets out of these. They're so cute. All right, so I am done now with my 8 rows, and you would then get to the bottom, and then you will close it off. You can see all these coming across. Those are your starting chains. So you will come from outside and in and close it off. And you can tighten it as you go, or you can, if for some reason don't close, you can just in the end kind of cut across to close the little gap, and then you just hide the remaining inside the ghost. So what I like to do here, I like to close the loops, but I don't tighten them yet. I just pull my yarn through so I don't lose them. And I will show you why in a minute. I'm just securing all of them and make sure again that you have all 10. So once you are here, then it is time for that little skirt part, as I call it, for the pumpkins. Sorry, ghost. You can make them on your pumpkins too. So I turn it upside down like this, and then you can just put that yarn inside for a minute. So here you want to try to grab the closest to the bottom, or in this case the top, as possible. So you just create a loop, and you can see it's very close. And you can make them as big as you want or small. You can even make this row bigger than the other row, so you have different sizes. That is totally up to you. So you just grab that last loop the whole way around and make sure that your loops are the same size. And once you are back to where you started, you will just take your working yarn and you will kind of come across, and then you will repeat what we just did. They look pretty good. So you just pull it across, and then you will grab right under or below that other loop we just made. And you will just repeat and go all the way around. There you have it. And we are back to where we started. You can cut it, or you can just tie it to that beginning tail we did. That's what I just did. So you cut your yarn, and then you can just tie a double knot. But make sure you don't pull too hard, then you will lose that little loop you just did, as I did here. And then you would just grab it and pull it on the inside of your ghost. There you have it. I think it's so cute. So once you are happy with that part, then you will start, you can even pull them out a little bit. Make sure that you are very happy with the size of everything. I think they look pretty good. And for the next step, you will grab your polyfill or your yarn scraps. If you have yarn scraps, it's nice if you can use some lighter color since it is white, but it really doesn't matter if you knitted it tight enough. So I am just using a little bit of polyfill, and you really don't need that much because it's a small ghost. So once you're happy with that, you will just tighten the top part. Make sure you don't pull too hard so it will break. And once it is all the way closed, you will grab one of the side loops and you will tie a knot, a double knot, and then you will just hide the remaining yarn inside the ghost. I would love for you to tag me if you make them, and I would love to see what you're doing, or if you have any suggestions. I know there's a lot of different tutorials out there, so it's endless. You can do them so many ways. You can use your scissors to poke it inside there. It might be easier, like that. And then for the eyes and the mouth, you can make them a little bit longer, so you can tie a double knot on them, and then you can hide it inside of your ghost. In this case, I'm just using a smaller size so you can see what I'm doing. That looks good, super cute. And then you find where you would like to have the front. So your eyes would be on either side of that chain right there, or that row or column. And again, as I said, you can make it longer and tie a knot, and then you can put it on the inside of your ghost. You can make them as big as you want, or you can make them even wider. You can double it up. Or as I said earlier, use a different color. Be creative and do what you feel is right. And there you have it. This is where you can use your little lint roller. And don't forget to subscribe and like, share, do all those things so you can see what is coming next. There you have it.